Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Ramblin Deano's Coffee and a Song. Today we're going to do some tunes by the great Bob Wills, the king of Western swing. And I hope you'll enjoy those. Doing a little screen rearranging here. So, as usual, I'm going to start with a few commercial announcements. I placed the order for the Waco Brothers t-shirts yesterday. I should have them in my hot little hands by the 15th of the month, so hopefully I'll get those shipped out a lot earlier than the 30th that I promised everybody, but I wanted to give myself a little leeway. Thanks again for all those t-shirt orders. That was great. That's really gonna help us along here. Me and my bandmates getting through this time. I feel a little better today. Hopefully that's a sign of things to come, because I can actually go back to work as soon as it's safe for me to do so once I'm not feeling any symptoms. Got some good news from my dad. I told him to go have a test. I work with my dad, and he's 82 years old, so it's kind of vital that he does not catch this virus. He's in the most kind of dangerous group demographic, and he tested negative, so he's all good, which made me feel happy to find out yesterday. So I'm kind of looking forward to getting back to being a grease monkey again. I'm still going to keep doing my show. Fortunately, working for my dad, the hours are flexible, so I can still do my show and then go get my hands dirty underneath a car. So, Bob Wills. If you don't know about Bob Wills, well, I mean, I'm far from any kind of authoritative historian, but plays a style of music called Western swing, which is kind of a combination of fiddle tunes and hot jazz and other influences. Had kind of a big band, so it's a real different sound than the honky-tonk stuff that came later. But all those great honky-tonk guys were influenced by Bob Wills. Certainly George Jones was, Ernest Tubb, all these great 40s, 50s honky-tonk guys were influenced by Bob Wills because he was a huge star. I mean, records sold a ton, and his band was a huge attraction when they would travel around in this fantastic tour bus that you see behind me, which still exists, by the way. Somewhere it's restored and sitting for people to see. I didn't look at where it currently rests. So the great years of Bob Wills from kind of the 30s through the 40s. When he had his kind of classic lineup of the Texas Playboys, the vocalist was a guy named Tommy Duncan, and Tommy Duncan had this great sort of warm, smooth vibe, really slid in and out of bluesy notes really skillfully, and he and Bob had a great interplay on the recordings and on stage, because Bob kind of served as this little comic foil that would insert these little phrases every now and then. If you don't know Bob Wills' material, some people will get a little freaked out when they start hearing all the stuff that Bob interjects. But the most famous one is him just going ah ha. But he always throws in little funny jokes to try and get Tommy Duncan to crack up during the take too. But this song was written by Tommy Duncan, and it is, I would say, considered a Bob Wills classic. It's called "Time Changes Everything." There was a time when I thought of no other, and we sang our own love's refrain. Our hearts beat as one, and we had our fun, but time changes everything. When you left me, my poor heart was broken. Our romance was all seemed in vain. The dark clouds are gone and there's blue skies again, 'cause time changes everything. Time has passed and I have forgot you. Mother Nature does wonderful things. I guess that it's true for me and for you, 'cause time changes everything. You can change the name of an old song, rearrange it and make it swing. I thought nothing could stop me from loving you, but time changes everything. God bless you. I can't say I won't love again, but you go your way and now I'll go mine, 'cause time changes everything. Time changes everything. Bob Wills and the Texas Playboys, written by Tommy Duncan, his great vocalist. The next one is called Roly Poly, and it engages in a little bit of, it's not really fat shaming. He's kind of celebrating the fact that this kid is a little chunky. But it still probably wouldn't be considered politically correct these days, but it's kind of lighthearted in spirit, so I don't think it should offend anyone. Since I moved back to Milwaukee, I can relate to this song in that I've probably put on about 15 pounds in the last 3 or so years that I've been back in Milwaukee, and this quarantining is not helping. I spent most of my adult life on my feet in retail stores, and now I'm sitting around making music and eating cheese. I'm a poster child for America's Dairyland. Roly Poly is about how I feel. Should I ever muster the ability to lose that 15 pounds, you would see a gigantic new old wardrobe of Western shirts that no longer fit me. Anyway, here it is. Roly Poly, eating corn and taters, hungry every minute of the day. Roly Poly, gnawing on a biscuit, as long as he can chew it, it's okay. He can eat an apple pie and never even bat an eye. He likes everything from soup to hay. Roly Poly, daddy's little fatty, I bet he's gonna be a man someday. Roly Poly, scrambled eggs for breakfast, bread and jelly 20 times a day. Roly Poly eats a hearty dinner, takes lots of strength to run and play. He's up at dawn to do the chores, he runs both ways through all the stores, he works up an appetite that way. Roly Poly, daddy's little fatty, I bet he's gonna be a man someday. Roly Poly. Yes, indeed. The great Bob Wills. So, the last one I'm going to do for you all here is something I actually recorded. My bandmate John in the Waco Brothers a while back put together some albums that were to benefit the Illinois moratorium for the death penalty, and they were called the Executioner's Last Songs, and so that there were a couple of those that focused on songs that had death themes. But the band, the backing band, also, which was labeled the Pine Valley Cosmonauts, also did a tribute to Bob Wills. And so the way these records would work is the same backing band would play, and a series of different guest singers. Every track on the records would have a different singer. So this is the one that I did for that record, for the Bob Wills record. It's called Brain Cloudy Blues. It's actually Milk Cow Blues that they just added one different verse to at the beginning of it, and they also recorded Milk Cow Blues. But this record was a real joy to be a part of, and if you can find I'm sure you can find a copy of that CD out there. It's called the Pine Valley Cosmonauts Pay Tribute to the Pine Valley Cosmonauts Pay Tribute to the Majesty of Bob Wills. Brain Cloudy Blues. My soul is upside down. My brain is cloudy, my soul is upside down. When I get that low down feeling, I know that the blues must be someplace around. Well, you got to treat me right day by day. Get out your little prayer book, get down upon your knees and pray, 'cause you're gonna need my help someday. Well, you're going to be sorry you treated me this way. Don't that moon look lonesome as your lover ain't around? Well, I tried everything, baby, to get along with you. Now I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave you crying, gonna leave you alone. If you don't think I'm leaving, you can count the days I'm gone, 'cause you're gonna need my help someday. Well, you're going to be sorry you treated me this way. My brain is so cloudy. The great Bob Wills. Hey folks, thanks for joining me here as you do a lot of mornings. I know a lot of you make it a regular, and that's fantastic. I really enjoy doing this. I really enjoy seeing you every morning. Looking forward to real gigs again, but it looks like it's going to be a little while for that to happen, although July 3rd for Chicago residents, Chicago area residents, we're doing something with Fitzgerald's that's going to be a drive-in gig. I have no idea how that's going to work, but we will be on the stage together playing all at once, which will be fabulous after months and months of that not happening. So check that out if you're in that area. As always, thank you so much for your kind donations through PayPal, and those of you who have subscribed. I see those $5 a month, things like that, just kind of rolling in occasionally, and it helps a lot. Anyway, so that's it for today. As always, take care, stay healthy, stay safe, stay at home if you can, and try not to look at the news as much as I do. Love y'all. Have a great day. Bye-bye.